Welcome back. We're glad you're here. We hope you enjoyed the last session and walked away with some new insights. But let's begin with a quick recap. At its core, money can be anything. It's simply something that we, as a society, agree to use within our communities. But here's the twist. These communities are no longer just small towns. We've grown to a global marketplace. And now we have to agree on a form of money that works for everyone. So how exactly do we do that? Well, as we talked about last time, for money to function properly, it needs to serve three key purposes. 1, the medium of exchange. 2, the unit of account. And finally, 3, and what I think is the most important, the store of value. Throughout history, money has changed forms because not everything serves these three functions equally well. Today, as we discussed last time, our money is fiat money, and it isn't backed by any scarce or physical asset. But what happens when our money moves to being backed by something tangible and scarce to just being backed by someone? And this brings us to the word inflation. If I asked you what the word inflation means, how would you describe it? Here's what most people say. The word inflation means that prices are going up. And while that's true, it's actually just a symptom of the real issue. The root cause of inflation is actually something much deeper. It is endless money printing. Remember when I mentioned that our money isn't backed by anything anymore? That's because printing money today is as easy as pressing a button. The only catch is that the people who get to press that button are the people at the top. Government officials, central bankers, and other powerful players that control the global money supply. But what happens exactly when they print more money? Well, the more there is in circulation, the less valuable each individual unit becomes. Think about it like this. What's worth more? The original Mona Lisa? Or a simple replica that can be copied thousands and thousands of times again? Of course, the answer is that the original has far more value. And why? Scarcity. The original is rare and irreplaceable. And scarcity isn't just important for art. It's crucial for money too. Let's break this down a little bit further. Imagine there's someone selling bottled water. Do you think they'll make more money in a desert where money is scarce, or in a developed part of the world where water is easy to get? Again, the answer is definitely the desert. Scarcity drives value, and this applies to money in exactly the same way. So, okay, let's continue. What happens when money is no longer backed by anything and can be printed at will? Well, the money you've worked so hard for continues losing value. And that's exactly what we're seeing today. Take a look at this graph. It shows you the decline of the purchasing power of the US dollar between 1913 and 2017. In that time, the dollar lost more than 96% of its value due to all of that extra money printing. Looking for a real world example? Just take a look at the McDonald's menu. In 1940, a McDonald's cheeseburger cost just 19 cents. Today, you'd be lucky to find one for under $2.50. That's an increase of over 13 times, or approximately 15% every year on average. In other words, your money has lost more than 99% of its value, and now you need 13 times more of it to buy the same cheeseburger. But we're not even going to talk about the differences in the size and the ingredients used in that item. But I think you basically see the problem. More money printing equals higher prices. So what's the solution? And here we come to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a decentralized digital currency that is finite and exists completely outside of the control of governments and banks. And that might all sound great, but how does it actually solve our problems? We'll take a look at that in the next segment. See you then.